Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunch boxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple decker! I am pretty sure it's just elevator music going through the judge's head more than half the time. No thought head empty.
I can't with that woohoo. That was too good.
Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Do you have a spork? Really like to eat this. Let's hear about this decisive evidence while I have my lunch break. Okay.
No. He really took order in the court to a whole new level today, Jesus.
Hey, he's been asking for his chicken nuggets this whole time, and he never got them. It had to come back sooner or later.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What is she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time?
God, this is what, 4th testimony? 5th testimony?
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh God. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
No.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Excuse me?
This shoe proves it. It's flawless. It's iconic. It is Gucci. Decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Objection. Witness, what's the meaning of this?
I love it when Edgeworth objects to his own witness.
It's so great.
Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, you're a worm, and I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention I have 3 boyfriends in forensics specifically? That's the other boyfriend, another other boyfriend, and that extra one over there in forensics.
Tap. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
Oh, that's a first, Edgeworth!
Wow!
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Have we been following that rule?
No! We definitely have not!
In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Why are these rules only coming into question now? Like, the amount of times I brought random evidence up in court is numerous.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. How quaint, Edgeworth. You love giving quick, small changes to evidence. I'm giving you a taste of your own medicine. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
No! It's such a bad statement of the law. I can't handle it.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Don't look at me, Emma. I barely know the law apparently in the first place, but it seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
Yeah. So
You could at least study some evidence law. Really?
So, based on evidence law, one of the 2 lawyers have to actually present the evidence to the court, or it's not evidence. It's just testimony. And testimony is evidence, don't get me wrong, but it means that the judge or the jury can't take the object or document into the room with their deliberations and, like, review it.
Oh.
So that's like the big thing of why you want to get things into evidence. So the jury has it literally right in front of them.
But so she could show the shoe, but the jury wouldn't get it later on.
Yeah, she could testify about it. Props usually have to be okayed by the judge, not the police department. But yeah, you have to prove no one could have tampered with it in the meantime.
Yeah. Which I bet is what happened.
The legal profession has a term for this, and it's a walkie, is all I'll say.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law.
No, it doesn't.
However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Oh, it was added to the record.
Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Jesus Christ.
You got any more caviar?
I want a lunch break, Your Honor. We're just gonna press it all.
Yeah.
We're just going.
You should have mentioned that, so why didn't you?
Yeah, why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This is when the suspect is admitting she did it?
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr.
Is
Worse
it?
than murder,
Yeah,
know.
that's murder is the non-joke crime, but perjury is the despicable crime.
Let's just get this over with.
No, you didn't bring this up. Hold it!
Yeah, why?
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So I took off her shoes and shoved them into this evidence bag I keep in my lunchbox.
And so, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
Isn't that the detective shoe, not the prosecutor's?
It does look like the detective shoe. Like, it is a white shoe and he was wearing like all white.
I am very hot at the moment.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that would happen. See, this fashionable basket I have here. It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Mr. Wright is allowed to do that, but you, that's a big no-no. Tell us what you did next.
I have special privileges.
Narrator, the defense attorney is not allowed to do that. Please don't do that. This is against the law.
Hold it. So, you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. Which is true. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Is that true, Dylan?
It depends on what the evidence you want to admit is, and it depends on how you want to get it in and for what purpose.
Well, if
But,
it's-
like forensic evidence, yeah, it needs to be like proven.
Yeah, like blood, like whose blood it is on a shoe.
Yeah, like you
yeah.
can't just enter blood into evidence.
Yeah.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
But secretly, it's boysenberry jam. Especially if her boyfriends are in forensics, she could tamper the whole, right? Like,
Oh,
so maybe
yeah.
it is boysenberry
So
jam.
biased.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
Press, hold it, tap. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
I guess if she's saying the blood type matched, then yes, that's true. But you can identify people by blood, like the DNA thing. And she doesn't have like a twin or something. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie.
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there,
You're not helping, Emma!
which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear.
Thanks. That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. So then I'm gonna
go with no. I don't feel like that's true. Have you heard about this, Dylan? I haven't heard about, like, being able to use blood type, that there's millions of blood types that you could narrow it down to a single person without a DNA test.
So yeah, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it sounds fake. That sounds sussy. There is 4 blood types. Technically 8 if you count positive and negative, right?
Yeah.
But like,
But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skies. She has that special, rare blood that only she has.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Ew.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is a problem. There is a problem.
There's a problem.
There is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Oh god.
Oh, fun.
Oh!
Ooh, there's blood on the bottom. Would have had to step in it. That a thing?
Oh. Dad, I wonder if you've noticed there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Is that a confession? Indeed. There's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe, in fact.
Alrighty.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed by a knife. Tab. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
I don't what
Okay, let's think.
Can we
Is
look at
there
the
any
photo?
blood
Yeah,
on
there's-
the floor.
This is definitely the dude's shoe. Look at her black shoes. No
Absolutely.
blood pooling around at the bottom at all.
There's
That's
literally no blood anywhere on
No
that
blood at all.
Present it, present it.
Present it. Take that!
I'm guessing your shoe has blood on it too. You just shot yourself in the foot.
Okay, that wasn't right.
That wasn't right.
Would you like a grinder or a grind from the heel of my boot, Mr. Wright?
Man, tough crowd.
Mr. Wright, let's be scientific about this. Examine the evidence.
As I thought. A waste of time. Well, that was a nice break. Let's return to the testimony, shall we?
Okay, did we just lose that bit we were
I
trying
think
to
so. Hold on. Let me look at this shoe again. I didn't prevent the photo. I presented the shoe twice.
Present it, present it.
Present it. Oh.
prove?
Don't mess
It's
with
the
me,
photo,
rookie.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, but apparently I screwed up and was an
I
idiot.
didn't,
I'm
so
on the
make sure
crime
you
photo.
present That.
I'm not touching anything. I am pressing E.
Crime photo.
Take that, tap.
Music stop.
Oh, the problem lies in the footprint. Okay, I just... thank you. I'm very sorry.
The footprint.
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? She like dipped it. She dipped it in the blood. She just swirled it around. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints elsewhere.
Not where we went.
Objection! Tap! Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order, order! Well, witness.
What? Huh?
Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh!
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think!
Think, Phoenix, think!
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions, not about why.
What?
Oh.
Hold it. I see. Now I get it.
Do you?
Get What?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. To think a lunch lady. We were hoodwinked to the very end, but she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
Oh?
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of The Arcade Cabinet.
Join us. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern, Twitch, and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content and chaos.
See you next time.
And Meowth, that's right!
No.